Kia ora guys, I'm Track and today I'm going to show you how to tie this wrist restraint. So bondage play can be a lot of fun, but you need to be sure to take care and play safely. Bondage definitely requires common sense, planning and a clear head. When it comes to tying another person up, there are a few basic rules you need to be aware of. Never tie ropes in a way that will restrict blood circulation or damage nerve endings. Always have a pair of good quality scissors on hand in case you need to get someone loose in a hurry. And organise a safe word. Communication is key, and a safe word gives you something to say that tells your partner to stop immediately. Ow! Ah! And ooh! Are not safe words. Choose something that's easy to say and which you won't forget. Something like your favourite colour or a food is a good idea. Now for this video I want to show you guys my favourite bondage tie. It's the single wrist cuff that allows a person to maintain movement in their hand and have a really comfortable full hand and wrist support to hold on to that gives you a lot of strength, which is really, really great. So one of the really great things about this knot is that you can practice on yourself, which is a great way to get confident with it if you're not learning it together with your partner. To get started, you're going to want to have a rope that's at least a couple of meters long. The one that I have here is 5 meters in length. Now we want to find the bite of the rope. To do that, we're going to take the two end points and link them together. Scroll down the rope until we get to the halfway point where you'll find this little loop here. Now that loop is the bite. So from that, we're going to scroll down away maybe 20 centimeters if that, and we're going to take that point out. So we've gone from the loop up here, gone down, grabbed it, and each hand gets a bit. And we're going to make a wee M, and we're going to twist these. It doesn't matter which direction, but it matters that they're in the same direction. And the number of twists that you do depends on the size of hand. So for my hands I probably do about 4 twists, bigger hands you do 4 or 5, smaller maybe 2 or 3. So have a play around and see what you like. Now from here you've got your fingers through these loops. You're going to make those loops a little bit bigger by just pushing your hands through, and you're going to put them onto one hand. Now you'll see at the bottom here you've got a wee longer rope that makes sort of a wee figure 8 pattern. Now what we're going to do is actually, this loop here is what goes around the wrist, so we're just going to push that through. You put that onto your partner and you let these knots hang down below. We'll tighten that up, and now these long knots here you can just bring up and they're going to rest across your palm. Now the more knots that you have there, the longer this goes. So if you want to have knots right across your palm, then you can do that. If you just want to have them down low, then you can do that as well. What having more knots does, it means it gives you a bit more of a knot to hold on to. So especially if you're going to be really pulling on it, it's nice to sort of have a bit of a handle in your hand. You'll see what I mean once the knot is fully complete. So from there it links over the back between the thumb and the finger here. I'm going to take it around the back of the hand down to the bottom. And when it comes over, we are going to put it through from the thumb side of this knot here. We're going to tuck it under and up towards the pinky finger. So it comes through, and we're just going to bring that right out. Take it right through. And it should look like that. Then we're going to bring the knot down, away from the pinky and thumb, right down into that corner there, and the knot is going to tuck under and come back through the hole that you've just made. And so what it ends up looking like, so you've brought it right through. It's quite a simple knot just over that top bit there, and then you've got the longer knot going down, and that's it done. So this rope left over, someone else can hold on to, or you can tie this to another body part, or you can tie it to a bed head, or a thing that I really like to do is to put it over the back of a door. And if you've got both arms, then you can put them both back over door frames, and once it's jammed on, you're suddenly harnessed into a door. You just have to make sure that you do have someone else there who is with you, because if you go practicing something like that by yourself, then you might not be able to get out of it and you could be trapped tied to your door. I just want to make that very clear that things like that can go wrong even if you're just playing around. It's quite easy to make a mistake like that and end up tied in a very compromising position calling out for help. So do be careful, but it is great fun, and finding a really great partner that you can communicate well with and that you can trust is a great way to get into doing stuff like this. Though this knot is a bit more complicated to tie, I really like it as a beginner's knot because it's very comfortable. You've got support around the wrist and at the top of the hand, and because of these knots going across here, again, you get that handle to hold on to. So you can really pull on it, and it's not putting too much pressure on your wrist or too much pressure around your fingers. It's unlikely that it will cut off circulation, and it's quite adjustable. If one bit gets too tight as you're tying it, then it tends to loosen out once it's fully tied, because as you get pull going onto it, the knots sort of loosen them out and it distributes nicely across the whole hand tie, which is pretty sweet. So let me know in the comments below how you guys got on with this one, and if you'd like to see more videos that are similar to it. I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye.